request, as Pat said, that why not give it away? My mother used to always say, one hand washes the other and two wash the face. So we realize that we're people of, that our neighbor is our brother and sister, no matter where they're at.
We work in Chulucanes mainly, which is in the desert, not so much up in Sapellica. We go up and visit in the mountains with El Obispo Monsignor whenever he goes up into the mountains. And we were fortunate enough, as Barb said, we were fortunate enough to be there for the inauguration and the installation of Padre Ricardo back in '05. And it was such a wonderful experience to be there. If any, I know some of you have traveled to Sapellica, you've been there, and you've seen the simplicity and the beauty of the people. They are just such a simple people, such a joyful people. They're very generous with what they have. And so when we went for the inauguration, we're driving up the mountain road in a car with a Monsignor, with the bishop. And as we're driving along, we're passing all these people in their finest clothes, walking. They're all walking along the mountain road.
And they have, excuse me, they could be walking for 2 days.
You know, some of them, and it was so important to them. They were so excited about their parish and having a pastor that they were willing to walk anywhere from 2 hours to 2 days to get there. And as we're driving in the car, I almost felt guilty, like I should get out and walk along beside them, because here we are sitting there, the gringos in the car, and this is their country, and they're walking up the mountain roads to get there.
Bishop Dan has a chauffeur, because if you've ever, like Ray was in Peru, he knows what the roads are. They're nothing like we have. And there's a law that says the car coming down has the right of way. And it's only a one car.
It's only one lane.
One way. So when you're going up there, I hate to drive, and that's why Dan doesn't like to drive either, and that's why he has a chauffeur who happens to be the brother of the president pastor, Father Santos.
Padre Santos, his brother is...
But I have to say that it was a great sacrifice for me to go up to Sapellica, because we're in this little Jeep, and I'm in the back seat, and I kept hitting my head on the top of the steel roof. And I was gonna, and Bishop Dan, of course, is always tired, so he's in the front seat, he's got his chauffeur, but he's sleeping, and he's like, and I told Pat, I says, I'm gonna go and try to design a thing that he can fit in like styrofoam, so he can because he looks like he's gonna bang his head on the side or the front of the car. It's unbelievable, but that's what he's about.
So once we got there and all the people got there, and I think, we're guessing, there were 1,000 people there for the inauguration. There were so many people, it was so colorful because they all had on beautiful Indian clothes. After the Mass celebration, one of the farmers from up there donated a steer, and they cooked it for days, and they served every person who was there. Every person got a plate of food, and it was a full plate. It was meat and rice and potatoes, because they serve both. You get rice and potatoes at the same meal. But they served a meal to 1,000 people. And the embarrassing part was they come to us first and give us plates. And we're thinking, we rode up the mountain in a car. All these people have been walking for hours or days, and they're giving, and we tried to give it back and say, oh no, why don't you give it to, well, they wouldn't hear of it because we were the guests. But they fed everyone that was there, everyone ate. And then it was time for us to go home. By that time it was raining, and we're driving down the mountain road. And as we're driving down the mountain road, all of the people, it was like the mountain was moving. All of the people are starting their trek back home in the rain. And here we are again.